Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. Welcome to another race review. Today, the Xfinity Series race from Kansas Speedway. If you win this race, you're going to Homestead.
Yeah.
And the intensity was really high for the race. I could easily tell that. We had guys just crashing everywhere. It was just a playoff race.
It's just like you can really tell the nerves was getting to him. It was trying a little harder. And, yeah, it kind of bit some of them, too.
Yeah, so Christopher Bell got the pole. I thought he was just going to dominate the race and win after that point. But it seemed like he had a few challengers.
Yeah, in the first stage, he pretty much took off and got a pretty good lead. But, yeah, I don't think anybody really caught him in the first stage. So.
Yeah, then 4 laps in, the Truex car, the 8 car, would blow up. And, just hasn't had a good year. I think something like that happened at the Roval as well, and he's running a part-time schedule, so only running 4 laps really sucks.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because it's the last race he's going to run this year, and he says it's the only race he does, all year too. So the only race he's been in is going for Junior Motorsports, and be good to see him get a ride and just continue on his racing career.
And Chastain and Cindric, they would bump into each other just a little bit there. And then it seemed like Cindric just seemed like that was the theme of today.
Yeah, Cindric, I don't know if he's just trying too hard or what, or nerves, or sometimes just calm down and just run your race and you'll do well.
Then Christopher Bell will go on to win stage 1, his 18th stage win. So, shows you how strong he is at tracks, especially like mile and a half like Kansas.
Yeah, it's a good run in the first stage for Noah Gragson. I mean, he was in 3rd place. He was right there at the bumper of Cole Custer, getting ready to pass him for 2nd at the end of the stage. I believe he had a good long run car. It was good to see him top 5 running like that. So.
And Noah would lose all those spots on pit road for overshooting his pit stall. Unfortunate, because I thought, Noah could have stayed out of trouble. Everybody else kind of was in trouble all day, so if he could have stayed out of trouble, he probably would have won the race.
Yeah, I don't really think he, they said he overshot his pits, but he really didn't. He just come in a little awkward and kind of threw the whole pit sequence off. I think they just need to clean up some of that stuff on pit road, and he drives good, he's got good cars, and he's just got to clean up a few things, and just have some luck on his side.
Yeah, if Gragson can get the Homestead, the way he runs the High Line, I mean, he could put a good challenge to the Big 3 to win the championship, just like Tyler Reddick did a year ago.
Yeah, he's really learned these Xfinity cars now. He's come from the trucks to the cars a little different, and he keeps creeping up and getting closer to that first spot.
And Cole Custer will run down Christopher Bell and take the lead from him. And, that kind of was the turning point of the race. Custer took over that top spot, and he seemed to be the fastest car. And then Bell's kind of, just right there behind him.
Yeah, it made a little bit of contact. Custer's right rear and Bell's left front. I don't think it did much damage to it, and I just kind of tapped it a little bit, but sometimes you got to clear yourself,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, it was a good power move by Custer. He had a really strong car.
And Harrison Burton and Austin Cindric will make some contact. That would throw the 18 in the wall, and it looked like the caution wasn't going to come out until he missed pit road there. So I don't know about these cautions. It's like sometimes car can breathe on the wall, and then the caution come out. Sometimes they sit there on the wall and it wouldn't come out.
Yeah, I don't think Cindric meant to spin him around or even wreck him, at all. He just had another car on the bottom, and Cindric had a lot of momentum coming through the turn there and trying to make a move, and I believe they just went for the same spot. If Cindric could have went down a little further, or Burton could have stayed where he's at, and who knows? It's just a racing deal. It's one of the things that happens. It's just tough.
And Cindric would have a flat tire with contact with John Hunter Nemechek, and then he would have another flat tire before the stage would end. Just a tough day for Cindric, now in a must-win situation.
Yeah, he kept running into a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we haven't seen from Cindric in a while. I mean, he's really matured, but it seemed like Kansas, he's going back to his rookie ways, I guess. I don't know if the playoffs is getting to him, but he's going to need to clean that up. Next race would go to his Texas. I believe he finished third there last time. I think he can win as long as he keeps his head focused in the race and doesn't hit anyone.
Yeah, as long as he has some luck on the side and stay out of everybody and stay out of the wall and have some good finish.
And Cole Custer would win stage 2, go on to stage 3. Christopher Bell would win the race off pit road, but Cole Custer would take it right back. Then Gragson would hit the wall, came in to change some tires. Looked like that tweet he talked about. He was running a good line, but there was a high risk for it, and that was hitting the wall.
Yeah, once you ride up there in the high line, I believe he just got behind another car, kind of disturbed the air, took the air off his nose, and it kind of just got loose. And the back end hit the wall, and then the front end hit the wall. So once the front end hits the wall, it's kind of tears the car up a little bit. The back end is important; it's a little tougher. But he did cut a tire and had to come in, and went a lap down. So.
And then Tyler Reddick would come into pit road, and then the caution would come out. I wasn't sure if he made it in time to pit, so decided just to, not pit and avoid the penalty. Like Steve Letarte was saying, if he would have pitted and it would have been all right, he would have been in the lead.
Yeah, it turned red right before he crossed the line to the pit road. His team made a great call, just sent him on out. No harm, no foul this time. So, they made a good call. He didn't lose like a position really. If he would have pitted, he would have lost a ton. So.
Yeah. And then next up, Cole Custer gets spun by Justin Haley. Great save though. Kept it off of everything, but lost all those spots. But there'd be no caution.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. He kind of, I guess, could get going or something, but then Haley got into him. He spun and went down on the apron and made a good recovery. I mean, he didn't lose or anything. Lost the spots, but he saved it.
And teammate Chase Briscoe would take the lead after that. And then John Hunter Nemechek would get loose, spin out, cause a caution. Then Michael Annett would try to gamble, stay out, while everybody else would pit. And, it's something you got to try.
He's trying to save a set of tires for the end of the race. Maybe it's a good strategy call. Who knows?
Yes, same strategy that won Chase Briscoe the Iowa race earlier in the year. So, no, it's not Iowa, but, same process would happen at Kansas.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe, he's really coming on strong now. He's looking to be a contender for the championship, and I thought he was actually going to end up winning this race.
And Briscoe would lead after a couple laps there. Ross Chastain would hit the wall, no caution. Noah Gragson also hit the wall again. And then Bell was running down Briscoe, was almost right there. Garrett Smithley was in front of them, and I don't know why. I don't know if the spotter didn't tell him, or he thought, he could just block them for some reason. And
the spotter was out on the coffee break. Who knows? I mean, when Smithley made that move, I was like, what is he doing? It's just you're already 3 laps down, and the leaders are way faster than you, and you're going to come up and wreck both of them. So
yeah, I mean, that was weird. A lot of people are comparing this to Kyle Busch's incident with Garrett Smithley at Las Vegas, but this is 2 different things. He held his line in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Kyle Busch just come down and hit him.
Yeah, I mean, that was Kyle Busch's fault there. But in this case, this is definitely on Garrett Smithley. I don't know what he was really thinking there. Took out 2 good championship contenders, even though Chase Briscoe was able to go on and finish third, but still.
Yeah, because I mean, Briscoe was running a high line, and he had no room to go, and so I mean, you gonna go up there and wreck the leaders? I mean, we ain't playing NASCAR heat now, so you know, just actual drivers out there is gonna get hurt. But you know, it's like Bell. He might could have lifted a little bit and saved it, but let them both wreck Briscoe at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if he'd have stayed, kept his line, and let the leaders run on by, and I mean, I hate when these lap traffics dictates who's going to be the leader. You know, it dictates the race and takes out good cars.
Yeah, sometimes they can be fun, like at Bristol, and you can use them as a pick. But you know, when they just go out and wreck the leaders like that, I mean, Garrett Smithley's a heck of a race car driver. I know it doesn't get televised as often, and he only gets televised when something like this happens. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his fault or the spotter, so I'm not really going to place blame. So he might have thought that they were going to go on the other side, and he was going to let them go that way. But really, just unfortunate event that happened.
Yeah, it's unusual, and now they're a low budget team. Now they got to go fix his car. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, you know, you got to think about your team and think about yourself, and just it's a learning experience.
Then next restart, Tyler Reddick makes some contact with Cole Custer. Brandon Jones would take the lead, and you know, this is the thing that you know, at the time I was at a wedding somewhere and looked at my phone after the race. I was like, Brandon Jones is leading? Like, what in the world?
Yeah, I believe Custer probably could have won that, but I ain't sure what Reddick's thinking sometimes too. I mean, he just drives wild, and
well, you got the championship trophy dangling right in front of your face, and
yeah, but you know, you're getting ready to go to Cup, and you got to drive a little different than that, and you just go up and hit somebody that can't go up any further, and it kind of pushed Custer back a few spots, and I believe Custer really had the car to really win that one. Not only because I picked him, but because he had a fast car.
And it's a little weird that I picked Tyler Reddick, so yeah.
Tell your driver stay away from mine.
Well, I have no way to contact my picks. I can't say, hey man, Steve's pick is Cole Custer this week. Make sure you don't hit him. You know?
Yeah.
But then we had
I'm coming for you.
So, caution for Joey Gase. After that, Brandon Jones would go on to win the race. Great recovery by Chase Briscoe to finish third, and Tyler Reddick would finish second. And then, you know, we thought that was it. Nothing else. That was the whole race review.
Yeah. I thought Briscoe, you know, he was running second at the time, but I believe it was the damage on his car. He was kind of loose, and that caused Reddick to get around him. And speaking of Reddick,
Yeah, you know, Cole Custer is going down to talk to him. You know, it's like, what in the world? You know, what did you do?
yeah, I mean, Custer thought he was going to go down there and just have a rational talk with him, and it didn't happen that way.
I mean, I guess Tyler Reddick got upset that Cole Custer put his hand on his shoulder. I mean, I guess I can understand why, but I don't know why you would just start pushing the guy.
I mean, he just put his hand on his shoulder and like, you know, trying to talk to him, and then Reddick just starts pushing him and stuff, and then it just kind of escalates from that point. And then, I mean, because if you're gonna fight somebody, you ain't gonna be smiling. I mean, Cole Custer was smiling. It's like he's probably like, "What are you doing, man?"
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I saw a lot of people calling him a psychopath because he was smiling while he was.
I'm gonna beat your butt.
It was the weirdest thing, but you know, it's weird in NASCAR. We don't have like swinging fights anymore. We just have
Wrestling,
pushing, wrestling, kind of.
Yeah, it's funny. I know some people didn't really like some of the Stuart Haas team. Kind of a little chokehold on Tyler Reddick, but I think they was trying to break him up. Really, it's like, I don't know. So they went to the ground, and And Tyler Reddick said he had fun doing it, but I mean I think he's expecting a fight, and once he put his hand on his shoulder, he just went for it. But Cole Custer didn't have any intention in going and fighting him. Because I mean, Cole Custer, I mean he's like a boy you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, kind of like Daniel Suarez and Michael McDowell that time.
Yeah. Give me the finger.
Yeah, it was a
Don't put your hands on me.
weird year for weird fights, I guess. I don't know what I would rate the fight. It wasn't a swinging fight. It was a weird fight.
Yeah, it was like everybody just piles on each other.
Yeah, kind of like Texas a couple years ago between Gordon and Keselowski. It was really not them that was fighting. It was mostly the crews fighting them.
Didn't have Kevin Harvick kind of pushing Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, so they needed Harvick to go back and Custer up, I guess, and pushed him in there.
I mean, but it got some my attention. It's all you seen on Twitter last night was the fight, so-called fight. But I mean, I wasn't throwing any punches, and Custer wasn't even wanting to fight. He was surprised by it. It's like
he might have been there saying, "Hey man, I want to take you out for some cold custard."
He's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you some advice here." No.
I mean, Reddick was probably thinking, "Oh, he's coming here to beat my butt."
Oh, it's a big boy. I better be
so
ready.
I gotta be ready for anything, and then I guess he just kind of fight or flight instincts, and he chose fight. So, like I said, weird fight, weird race. But Brandon Jones ended up being I don't want to say lucky because you still drove a good race, but everyone else had a bad day. He was able to execute on it and get his first win. So congratulations to Brandon Jones and Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah, I mean he's had a very good year. I mean he's finished second a few times, and he just has some bad luck and crazy wrecks. Things happen to him. Very unfortunate he's not in the playoffs now because they don't like him in the Homestead.
Yeah, that's gotta make you sick. I mean,
yeah, it's like, man, I could have been in Homestead if I just got in the playoffs. So
yeah, so again, congratulations to that team, and
maybe build some momentum for next year. So.
And it seemed like not a single playoff guy had a good full day. Some had some good finishing positions. I don't think none of them had like a good full day. I think Michael Annett was the only one that had a full uneventful day. So maybe just an Allgaier, but I think he had a couple run-ins as well. So we'll see at Texas how this continues. Will we see more fights, or will we see more crashes and more?
We'll see some new time winners.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be a current trend going on. New time winners and unpredictable races. So this is the part of the year I really look forward to. It doesn't last long enough though.
I mean, this weekend's been kind of crazy. First time pole winner in a Cup Series, and so yeah, it's gonna be a fun race to go into the Cup Series.
Yeah, so this is the eliminator race for the Cup Series. Will we see more fights in it, more crashes, and more just insane racing? So stay tuned for our race review for the Cup Series. That'll either be up tonight or tomorrow, so we'll see you then.